Welcome to Walter's Inbox. This is episode number 14, and this is where I share my personal emails with you in hopes that this would be helpful in some way. These are emails sent to me by recruiters and hiring managers about positions that are open today, open right now. And the positions are mainly in my field, which is SQL and databases. And I'm sharing this in hopes that this would be helpful in some way. I'm on the learning curve of this as well. So if anyone has insight, I'm very much open to advice as well. So in addition to this, I also share a live telephone call with one of the recruiters. And again, in hopes of just sharing at least my particular style of vetting out a position, making sure it's a right fit and one that I'm going to be happy doing. So that's meant to help. In this particular session today, episode 14, I don't have a live phone call. What I am going to share is my resume. On average, I do receive about 10 or so emails, followed by about, I'd say, the same amount of phone calls about open positions pretty much every day. And I have decided, instead of me not, taking upon some of these opportunities, like following up on some of these opportunities, I say, let me just share it. Maybe someone else is going to find this useful. So here it is. Here is Walter's Inbox. So let me jump right to that. How do you get here? You go to sqltrainingwheels.com/Walter's Inbox, and here you get to my inbox. And this is where I share the positions that have come to my inbox. I have included one more link here, and this is sort of why I wanted to talk a little more in this session here. So this session is really to kind of show you one of the most important pieces that I believe is responsible for me getting this volume of positions and being aware of open positions sent to me by recruiters and hiring managers. So that important piece is the resume. So I've added a link here to the top, and it's just going to take you to my resume, which I have on this tab here. Now, I'm not going to spend the entire time walking through everything about the resume. It's pretty lengthy, but I will talk about a couple high-level points that I think is going to be wise to add to your resume so that you get a little more visibility and a little more offers coming your way. So here is my resume. I have my name pretty much very big and in bold up top, my number, and a couple few key pieces as far as communication. And that's, of course, your email. LinkedIn, I would say, if you're trying to get a position, particularly in at least my field, databases and SQL, LinkedIn is, I would say, a must-have. It's a very useful tool. It showcases your skills and ability, and it has a tremendous amount of networking ability as well. So it's a must-have, and it's a must-have to put it on your resume as well. It gives employers, hiring managers, the ability to check you out in your social capacity in a professional sense, and that's LinkedIn. So we also would include any personal emails if you have some sort of portfolio type email. If you don't, it's probably a wise idea to get one. It's very easy to do so now, and many different softwares are out there to help you do this. So a wise idea to do that. And then I just have a summary, sort of a primary skills area here, just kind of pointers. And again, this is very deliberate. Sort of the keywords. Employers and recruiters, they really are running your resume through a filtering system, looking for particular keywords that are aligning to any given position that's open. And it's part of the skill to craft your resume in a way that includes these keywords so that when these searches are run, yours pops up. So these are some of the keywords that are respective to my field, and I've kind of pull that out to the top and call that the primary skills. And then I went on to a professional summary, which is another sort of bulleted list of a breakdown of all of my professional sort of achievements and skills that I've used. Within this, if you take a look, there are particular specific skill sets. Again, very keyword driven. I'm stating a sentence here, sort of analytic and innovative data analyst, but I'm also including keywords. I'm saying the exact type of software I'm using. For instance, Microsoft Access, SQL Server, and Transact SQL. So these are very deliberate in the way that it's designed so that it's for maximizing visibility. So I've done that throughout, littering that all the way down here. I have my education, and then I follow that with my professional experience, which is really a breakdown of everything that I've done for everywhere or everyone that I've worked with or worked for. So I'm not going to go in a whole lot of detail. I don't want these videos to be tremendously long, but I do want to make it available. And I do want to say, again, please drop your 2 cents. Maybe you have a well-designed resume. You have some tips. You have some tricks. Quick story again. I was talking to a colleague, a friend, and he was giving me his pointers for how he would negotiate for pay, in terms of contracts and getting the right type of rate. And it was interesting because it's techniques I've never heard of before. So please, again, if you do have some sort of advice, a question, please leave it. Please leave a comment, and let's get the learning flow going. So this is available to you. I'll leave it up here for some time, not sure how long, but you go to sqltrainingwheels.com/Walter's inbox. It's the very first thing I have up here, along with all of the latest jobs that I post here daily. So this has been episode number 14. This is Walter's Inbox. And as I say, genuinely, peace.